Hello, hello, my beloved waking gods and goddesses. Welcome to Love, Truth, and Beauty. Do it yourself awakening for divine in the flesh. Now with replays on IGTV at dakini.kiss, where together we learn how to surf and navigate the ups and downs of the totality of human experience, composing a new earth beyond the limitations of this perception-managed reality matrix of five senses, having discovered our true divine creative natures in our true sensual sensorial universe of seven senses, creating formless into form outside of the matrix. Before we get started, please do give this video a thumbs up. Please also hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, selecting the all settings so that when I upload, the YouTube will let you know. I generally upload videos Tuesdays and Fridays, 2 p.m. Eastern. My name is Mario West, and I am your hostess of the highest, here to download, upload, inspire, and usher you into your bestest and brightest selves, your bestest and brightest light, and inviting you all to open your hearts wider and wider, and wider still. Hello, my darlings, my love bugs, my honey bunnies, my special babies. Welcome to 137, our part one of a 13-part video series regarding the levels of relationship from unconscious to conscious, in and out of the matrix. And this video is entitled, "The World is Not the Planet," y'all. Duh. And why is that? Let's talk about the world's dawning, also known as the Matrix and its shitstems, and answer the query, how did divine love get distorted and lost in the world and become a gigantic, ginormous divide and conquer portal for the powers that want to be within the matrix? So to answer this question, I'm going to request that you allow me to indulge us to return to our so-called cosmic roots of formless and form through the lens of the distorted metaphor and myth of the Adam and the Eve in the Garden of Eden. Okay? Eden was paradise, a pristine place created by God, goddess, all that is, based on the divine love in celebration of the spiritual and physical union. And this, my friends, was not in the matrix. It was out of the matrix in the organic quantum field, creation field universe. Now, as physical expressions of the divine energies of creation, Adam and Eve embodied the masculine and feminine energies within and in the physical form of man and woman. They were the perfect marriage, integration, and manifestation of the divine masculine and divine feminine essences incarnate. Now, from here, we perhaps can see and understand how the world, the matrix, and its shitstems came into existence by going deeper into these myths. Now, as residents of Eden, Adam and Eve lived and loved in balance, existence, and harmony with Gaia, our planet Earth, another miraculous physical manifestation of the divine in totality in the true quantum field creation field universe. Gaia was and still is, that is our planet. It still is the quintessential expression of both the divine feminine in fully manifested form, yielding, open, receptive, and the divine masculine, gifting, giving, nurturing, which, by the way, is an expression of masculine energy that is directed toward something or someone, a cause from our hearts. And the sharing of all of Gaia's resources without fail. Okay, now in return, Adam and Eve, also known as humanity, were entrusted with caring for Gaia, the planet, our planet, and all of her beings. We're talking animate, inanimate, flora and fauna, including one another, honoring the totality of the divine in everything outside of the matrix. Okay? I'm going to say it again. I will say it over and over and over again because this is crucial to understanding the differences between the matrix and the quantum field universe. The world is not the planet. The world is not Gaia. The world is not the true quantum field creation field universe. The world is the matrix. The world is artifice, my friends. The world within the matrix is our shared consensus reality. That is the totality of our collective unconscious emotions, thoughts, beliefs, actions, and inactions, traumas, mind control made manifest on top of the planet as an overlay. Now, in Adam and Eve's paradise, their human nature was still aligned with their divinity, and the tree of the knowledge of good and evil is a metaphor for the world and all its shiny objects and programs and conditioning, everything about the ego and feelings and shallow thoughts and material things and wanting rather than composing reality. Now, further, the tree symbolizes the mind control programs of selfish preferences, past and future, wants and needs, and the desire for a different now by saying no to what is already paradise but overlooked as such. Now, when Eve said yes to the masculine serpent symbolizing dark desire, rather than composing her reality via conscious intention, she then ate that forbidden fruit that represented the feminine womb of creative potential, which is that wanting more from lack, rather than consciously composing reality. Now, she and Adam collectively, they said no to the divine and the Garden of Eden and its abundant, luscious manifestations. And Eve forgot that she was love incarnate expressing as woman, and Adam forgot his true purpose of serving the planet. Instead, they both became lost in thought, in their inner screens, based on what they were witnessing as lack in the outer screen, okay? Inner screen, outer screen, unconsciousness, this is part of the matrix. So they were lost in thought, lost in reactivity, lost in lack, lost in ego, lost in the competitive masculine mindset, and lost in the desire and yearning for more than their perception of paradise could offer. And rather than composing their reality and intending reality, they just simply wanted. Okay, so they desired more than love and created the world and the matrix in their unconsciousness, being overrun by the current screen of reality, which is the matrix, and the inner screen, which is the reactivity to the matrix or the lostness of your inner thoughts, which is all in reaction to the current screen, which is all past, by the way. Now, once the search for more than love began, the masculine and feminine essences of man and woman, Adam and Eve, lost their way in the world, in the matrix, because there is no greater energy or connection that is divine, that is love, in paradise or anywhere else. Thus, the mind-driven world of the matrix became manifest through the focused attention of the unconscious feminine and masculine, desiring more than paradise and more than love. And as a result, arose duality. Mind and heart split from the divine, so the mind-heart coordination split from the divine, and the body just kind of became a tool for that split. And worldly pursuits prevailed and ruled in importance, eclipsing love. And as the world and the matrix grew, paradise and the receptive feminine principle connected to emotions and feelings waned into obscurity and were lost in reactivity. The active principle of the masculine and the intellectual, all the mind stuff, gained prominence and obsession with building up the world at all costs. But the divine masculine forgot his divinity and fell asleep as he slipped more and more into his willful ignorance. The unconscious masculine energies thus took precedence, and with the help of the unconscious feminine, they created and perpetrated the world within the matrix and became tools for the matrix and the powers that want to be. An enormous rift grew between and within Adam and Eve, polarizing and upset the balance of the divine masculine and the divine feminine within each of them as well. Now remember, the divine feminine and masculine are energies. They are not a man. They don't represent a man, nor do they represent a woman. Okay? The separation of divine male and female energies overshadowed Gaia, our planet, nature, and the paradise of Eden, and continues today. Manifested examples of this divine energy divorce of the masculine and feminine are the allegiance to man-made laws instead of honoring divine law, spiritual law, natural law, and the prevalence of self-hate, self-violence, self-murder, war, slavery, greed, careless environmental destruction through technological manipulation. All right, left and right brain separation, lack of empathy, and scarcity. Instead of honoring and caring for the paradise of Gaia and her beings, humanity chose, albeit unconsciously, to inflict pain and suffering upon itself, assaulting the planet and one another. Okay, another distorted thread of this myth then set up Eve and women, the feminine, as the cause of man's undoing, the masculine's undoing, and expulsion from paradise through her evil womanly wiles and alignment with the, quote, devil, also known as the hijacking of divine sexuality and desire, resulting in unconscious man's uncontrollable sexual urges and raging blame toward woman within the matrix, justifying the rape, mutilation, torture, and slaughter of millions and millions and millions of girls and women over the ages, and boys and children, setting up the war, the conflict between the sexes and solidifying gender separation and the timeless pandemic disease of misogyny and hate in the world culture of patriarchal domination and matriarchal submission as perpetual victims. Paradise was heaven on earth, my loves, until the powers that want to be, the evil cabal and their matrix of perception managed reality, the world took over. And so I close out part 1 of our 13-part series on relationships and its 4 levels and other essential components vital to conscious loving outside of the matrix within the quantum field creation field universe. Okay, my honey bunnies, my love bugs, my beautiful divine ones, that is my speech. Do take excellent care, my loves, as we learn to go deeper and deeper and more adept and masterful at going stealth. That is waking ourselves up, seeing reality, exiting the matrix, entering into our attention centers, our awakened states, so that we can compose reality and waltz in and out of the matrix undetected. Please help me grow this channel by giving this video a thumbs up, leaving a comment in the comments box below or in private. I promise to get back to you. Please share this video with your communities, your friends and family members, and social media platforms, and with folks with whom you feel would benefit from my content. Please also hit the subscribe button, the notification bell, selecting the all settings so that when I upload, the YouTube will let you know. And if you find value, enjoy, or benefit from my content and videos, won't you please consider supporting my work through a donation? My PayPal link is below in the show notes. My contact information with my master link tree hooks you up with all of my stuff and the many different ways that you can connect with me, keep track of me, purchase my books. I thank you all so much for hanging out with me, with your participation and focused attention. I really do appreciate it. I cannot do this work without you, my loves, and I am beaming appreciation and my deepest thanks, sealed with a smooch, to those of you who have recently donated to our work, and kudos to all of you beautiful peeps, viewers, subscribers, and supporters of our work. We recently hit the 500 subscriber club. Yay, holla! So until next time, my dear hearts, always act from love, outside of the matrix, from your center screens, your attention centers, composing a new reality, quantum jumping all of your lifelines. Yes, let's do it all together so that we can be the love that we are. We can share our love, create, make art, make music, make love, and help me repopulate the true quantum field creation field universe. Here's to love, truth, and beauty, my beautiful waking gods and goddesses. Mwah!